So yeah, we're heading to Hackney Week now to go and see Simon at London Modular. And as you can tell, I'm really excited about today. So welcome to Hackney Week. Short walk to London Modular. Yes, we're here. Good. Simon. Hello, this is Simon. Just have a little chat about London Modular and how it's established, why it was established, and your role, and how do you play here? I mean, it's tell us a little bit about how it all happened and when it happened. And
I suppose I was in college. One of my lecturers had a modular system and invited me up to his house. He had a Schweiman oscillator. He plugged in one cable, and I thought, that was ages ago. Just I suppose from that point on, I've really been quite addicted to it and started collecting stuff, doing gigs in Dublin, kind of with a little crew called Push Move Click, like improvised weird shows. And when I came to London, I didn't have those friends around again, so I put up a post on Muffs looking for other people who wanted to come and with an electro background, techno kind of stuff, who wanted to meet and jam, hopefully maybe do some gigs, and that's where I met Phil and Gavin. A few months later, well, probably about a year later, we set up the shop.
so Phil and Gavin are an integral part in London Modular?
Oh yeah, well I mean, 3 directors. Obviously it started as a musical outfit, but at the time I used to travel back and forth to Berlin to buy stuff.
Schneiders,
And then, because I bought some stuff online thinking it was one thing, and then when I actually got it didn't quite work out that way. So after that, I just used to get handfuls of cash, go to Schneider's and go, what's hot? Try a bunch of stuff, go have lunch, come back, buy it all. And then come back home, and I ended up with just stuff that was much different than what I expected.
And this is when you were living in Dublin, or when you moved to London?
When I was in both, I come and go a lot. I was in Berlin for a year as well, so I got to know Andreas while I was there. But then when I came back to London, he had a shop in Rough Trade. It was a small little kind of outlet where you could go and try stuff, but you couldn't buy anything. So I was working there for the last few months to try and pick it up and do something with the place. But the fundamental fact that you couldn't buy anything meant it was a bit weird. So we
a bit frustrating as well after hearing all the greatness.
Wanting it, but you couldn't actually buy it. So Andreas doesn't sell Doppler in the UK, which is kind of the reason. But in any way, we spoke to Andreas and said that we want to open a shop, so he closed Rough Trade, and he supports us now with everything we do.
That's good.
Loads of other shops around doing all sorts of stuff, but Andreas would be the kind of holy grail for us, and we try and keep in line with what Schneider's do rather than what anyone else does. Like when I was playing those shows years ago with my Doppler case, it would be like a 6U case, 2 rows. But within that case, I could make a bass line and a hi-hat. If I had a 6U Doppler case now, you could get 6 or 7 voices from it.
Of course,
because the density of the function of each of the modules is so much now. And that being said, it's great to get that stuff. Also, if you want a really good Moog oscillator, it's not 900 quid anymore. You could get an AJH one, and it's 250 quid. So the competition's up, and the modules are getting better and better.
People stepping the game up.
So we've got this thing knocked into noise mode, and just 2 VCAs, and now we can high pass. We can take one of the envelopes to modulate the filter, bit of res, and now if we started modulating them, quite a rich, different sounding hi-hat. So
very nice.
maybe we can whack in some more drums.